Think positive, America, for this is the place to be. Think positive, America, for all sides.
I'm thinking positive. Woo!
Hi everybody, this is David Giller and my beautiful wife,
Helene Abrams.
and we welcome you to the Think Positive America show for May,
Right.
right?
Here we are.
This month, it's they're all of these shows are important, but this month in particular is very, very close to our hearts. This month, the theme for this month is I'm a person, handle with care.
Right.
So what does that mean? Aren't we all people? Shouldn't we all be handled with care? Shouldn't we care about each other? Shouldn't we care about ourselves? This is like a really important thing.
Right. We're talking about self-esteem is what we're really talking about. If we really get that strength within us, then we can handle anything and we'll be able to maximize our potential.
And what is self-esteem, my dear?
What is self-esteem? It's feeling good, being kind, feeling good about oneself. Isn't that what it's all about?
How we feel about
How do we
ourselves. That's really the key,
Right.
okay? It's not how other people feel about you or you feel about someone else. It's how you feel about yourself that really matters. That really opens the doorway, the pathway to opportunities in your life. If you feel good, then you're gonna go. That's the message you're gonna be putting out to people throughout the day, wherever you go. Whether you go to school or whether you go to work or whether you go to the museum or on a subway or wherever you are. How you feel about yourself really governs the types of message you're putting out there to other people and your level of communication and how
do you
effective
feel good?
you are.
Do you feel good? How good do you feel about yourself? Huh?
I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Well, I think you feel really good because here we are. We have a lovely relationship. We're married.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
You are.
Okay, enough of this.
Okay.
At the moment. Anyway, so in 1986, I was very blessed, very, very blessed and honored to have a song come through me called I'm a Person. And a year later, I recorded the song with 17 children from Highland Oaks Elementary School in North Miami. And the music teacher, I remember, was really great with the kids. He had his own band, and he was great with the harmony.
Right.
And here's a little bit of, just to give you an idea of the energy that comes from this song. I love to blast it. I love to listen to this.
Dreams come true. I wanna grow, I wanna be, I wanna get to know me. 'Cause I'm a person, I'm an ever-loving, thinking, feeling peaceful, going real life person. And if it's not asking too much, I wanna be treated as such.
So the I'm a Person song just started to gain popularity. You can hear how powerful it is. Even till today, it's almost 30 years. It's like 29 years since we recorded the song. And still to this day, anytime people hear the original version of this song, it just touches their heart very, very deeply. So now we have some other versions. We've done a teen version, and we've got some more of a rap version and different kinds of things. But it's that initial song that really touches people's hearts, pulls on their heartstrings. So as time progressed, we worked with the I'm a Person theme. The lyrics are just so powerful that there could be a whole course. In fact, we do have a whole course that we do for schools and and other
Well, I
organizations.
think that what I want to show is like when down in Florida, South Florida, there were kids, were they kindergarten kids? They were kindergarten kids,
yeah.
and all the different ethnicities. And after 1 week of learning the song, I'm going to show you how they all sang it.
Hi, I'm Liz Sterling, and I have an opportunity to share with you my experience with the Campaign for Positive Development, of which I, for 20 years, have lived with a song in my heart, and that song is I'm a Person. So David Giller and I, for many, many, many years, were out in the world. We were doing classes and educational programs and radio shows and events and bringing the Campaign for Positive Development and I'm a Person to others. But inside my own life, inside my own car, every morning when I drove my kids to school and when we took road trips, that was the #1 choice of song, I'm a Person. My kids and I, we sang it about 1,000 times, and it took hold, and we all got to really feel our personhood. So I'm grateful, and I'm using this moment to say thank you to David, how grateful I am that the Campaign for Positive Development is now worldwide and growing and enriching the lives of others. And if just a modicum, just this much of what I've got inside me and my children have inside them reaches you, you will know you're a person. Thank you.
Great.
We were talking about Edgar Mitchell, who just recently passed, by the way.
And he was on the Oprah show.
Edgar Mitchell was the 6th man to walk on the moon, and on the Oprah show, talking about Think Positive America. At that time, it was about kids who were disadvantaged, you know,
Helping
abused kids who were disadvantaged.
Which is really
That was
what
like
I'm
the
a
focus.
Person is all about too, and that's what self-esteem helps with. I mean, people who are addicted, people who are there. I mean, how many people in America or in the world right now are so addicted to alcohol, to drugs, to
Yeah, it's really sad. You know,
To
talk about
prescription
prescription
drugs.
drugs. This is a statistic we heard recently, which is mind-boggling, that the United States is 350 million people, and it is represents only 5% of the world's population. Yet we're doing this country uses 75% of the world's prescriptions for pharmaceutical
Really?
drugs.
That's
That's outrageous.
staggering.
That's
That's
outrageous
staggering
to
number.
show how America is so addicted to pharmaceutical drugs and how that's pushed over here in this country. And the whole idea is that people don't want to get in touch with their feelings. They want to numb their feelings.
And that's really what we want to talk about. We want to talk about being authentic and being able to be in the present moment with whatever it is. In fact, we were talking about that at that. We had a little conversation, I think, about that we can show how we were talking about it when I was saying about
In the diner?
in the diner.
Yeah.
In the diner.
Yeah.
We should show that. That's just a really nice.
Yeah, show a
little-
few things. That was great when you were interviewing me.
Yeah. I was interviewing him.
It's about going for a vision
And everybody-
doing what you need to do. Just like it says in the song, I'm a Person.
To make
I'm
all your
gonna do
dreams
what I
come
have to
true.
do to make all my dreams come true.
Right.
And that's what it boils down to. I think that stress takes people off of their dreams. The everyday coping with family and with society and with your job and all these other kinds of things that are going on in your life, the everyday kind of thing like takes you off of your dream. And that's why people are on the deathbed and they never achieve their dreams, because they got so emotional. The emotions like just set in,
Right.
and they never achieve their dreams, and,
Right.
they have a lot of remorse. Most people have a lot of remorse. So if you want to achieve your dreams, you really have to like be in it and around it all day long.
Well, you have to be awake to the moments and be very present. I mean, I think that's what, when I give my workshops, that's when I'm, doing work with companies or doing motivation. What I talk about is being present, being awake, so that when something happens, you see it.
And where are you
attentive to
where
it.
are you at any given moment? Are you feeling really great up here, or you're feeling really horrible down
Right.
here?
And I think it's our responsibility to be in that bliss, to feel good, in each day, in each moment.
And if you're not, there are things that you could do at any given moment to shift it.
Well, I think that's what
And
our
that's
book
what our whole
is.
program is.
That's what our program is about. Yeah.
10 daily fundamentals to great
The
life.
10 daily,
Fundamentals.
fundamentals. The fundamentals. We can have fun while we're.
It's the whole idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Anyhow, thank you so much for taking
Thank
a
you.
moment
You really
to talk
brought
with
me out of
me.
my shell.
You were never in your shell. Anyhow, thank you. And
good.
now, okay, that's good.
I was born in the South Bronx, actually, in Highbridge area of the Bronx, and so the deja vu, for me to go back to New York, back to my hometown where I was born, with that song, to bring it to underprivileged kids who were from shelters, who were surrounded by projects.
They lived
who
in the projects.
lived in the projects
Or in shelters.
or in shelter, who are at such came to school not ready to learn, like needing to first eat before they could even begin to learn.
And
we
some,
had-
some of the parents were incarcerated, or
yeah, it was just
single-parent
a
family.
really, really, really challenging situation. So the joy that I had, and Helene, really felt my joy, was to go back, to bring the song, to go back to the Bronx and bring the song to all these kids. So that
And they loved it. They loved this song. It was Mr. Torres, the principal from PS 55, who we had done this program at that school for 4 years, where we had wonderful
amazing principal,
results.
so caring.
And he used to say that this was their lifeline. The song was their lifeline, because when they sang it, they could really feel that they could make their dreams come true. I mean, the whole thing is anything is possible,
Doesn't matter what kind of conditions you're born into, or surrounded by when you're younger. You could always, if you have a good self-esteem, if you feel good about yourself, that's really the key. So this is not just for kids, but what we're doing is we're starting with very, very, very young kids. Preschool, school,
Even younger.
Even younger. We've had kids 2 and 3 years old singing "I'm a Person." So
And
let's
one
just
of-
show that clip, the Think Positive Bronx clip that we put together.
Okay, a little
And-
piece of that. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that, so you can really get a sense of what we were accomplishing with these kids. Here, take a look.
Here, I'm on my way to cover the I Am a Person project in Central Park. We are so excited about this. My friends are standing by. We've got over 1,000 kids ready to sing at the top of their lungs the I Am a Person song. You know what this is all about? It's about kids and their self-esteem. Singing it, I am a person. What's most important when a child starts school? The sense of themselves as a student. Do I like school? Yes. Do my teachers like me? Yes. Am I a good student? Yes, I am. Am I a person? Yes, I am. That's the number one thing, is having kids have a good sense of self-esteem at school, because when you have that in place, all the rest of the learning will come. It's like a fertile garden. The seeds can plant and they can grow. So I'm on my way to Central Park. I'll catch you there.
We want everybody in the Bronx singing it and realizing that
being positive is very important.
The anti-bullying message behind the song seems to be resonating with its audience.
I love to wake up in the morning and to be able to go to my class and have my principal tell us to stand up and sing the song.
And what the song means to me is you can achieve any of your goals and anything is possible.
Everyone is a person, so they can be themselves and feel free to not be shy to do what they want to do.
And make the world a better place.
Sing the song, and when you listen to the words, you feel a certain sense of integrity, and you feel leadership, and you feel the nerve to actually want to get up and be powerful and do something and be a person that's a sunlight within a dark room.
We first told you about the program here last May. It's based on their school song, I'm a Person, written by David Giller. This year, the principal tells us they're expanding the program from just 1 week to year-round.
To be your own person means that don't follow others and be yourself. Be a leader. That's cool. Be a leader. Treat them how you want them to treat you.
Good, and what did you say?
To be kind and don't follow other people.
And be Terrence.
Tolerant.
Don't litter. Don't bully, because you don't want nobody to bully you. Help people.
Care for your friends, your family, your community, and the earth.
When somebody's feeling sad, help them out. And make them feel better.
Do anything that can make a difference.
Immediately after the I'm a Person week was over, the momentum continues, and we are seeing attendance rates range from 93 to 96% on a regular basis.
There were no fights, and people started to say things like, shut up, and then they would stop and say, please be quiet.
Inside of you, there's a seed of greatness. It's inside of each one of you. That's one thing I can guarantee. Whatever your dream is, hang on to that and go after that with passion.
My name is Dale Allen, and I am here with Think Positive Bronx. It is I'm a Person Week at PS 55, and I'm here at the opening ceremony of the Megan Charlotte Garden. The children are being nurtured. The children have a chance to grow and to bloom and to offer the world what they've come here to give.
Most of us grow up thinking that we aren't anybody, we're just our name. And we do have an identity, and that's something bullies try to take from us. We can sit there and say, I'm a person, and let someone really know that we are people. No matter what you do, you can't break us, because I'm a person.
In another exercise, the circle of kindness, the students walk around a student who is seated in the center of a circle, and they say kind words to the student.
We're actually doing I'm a Person week this week, so all week we're doing things around the song and trying to build the morale of our kids. And we want to.
It's really
Good.
powerful, huh? We're just so proud of the work that these kids did to to really improve their lives. So, we have that big long list of comments that the kids made after this program, and 90 some odd percent said that they loved the song. They loved the song, and it made them feel very special.
And we actually had a whole program that went along with the song. But one of the things that's really so amazing is when you think about kindness, that's what we're really looking at. Empowering children and adults to be kinder so we can have a more peaceful planet. And kindness is something that,
Well, we did a whole show on kindness.
Yeah, we
February.
did.
Love is the answer.
We did do a whole show on kindness.
It was our second show.
And it's about. I remember when we had we ran into somebody who we also coach. We're also coaches, and we were coaching. There was somebody who we ran into who was an adult who was very depressed and sad and upset, and it ended up interestingly she bought this. We had this kit, a self-esteem, a kit actually for families, and in it had the song and it had some other affirmations and bookmarks, and it
helped her tremendously. She was very excited about the results that she had, and
she doesn't have kids or anything.
She's an adult, so she enjoyed it. And one of the things it has in the kit is this "I'm a Person, handle with care." Very powerful little bumper sticker that could go on cars. This could go on. I even put this when my mom was in a nursing home, and occasionally some of her aides, might have been having a rough day or something, or a little rough with her. So we put this at the bottom of her bed. I'm a person, handle with care. And that's the whole thing about being a person. It's about honoring yourself, and it's about honoring others and respecting others.
And
that's the key.
That is really the
Compassion.
key.
And empathy.
And being grateful that these people are, what happened to our life? And being grateful that these people are in our lives, you know, and that bumper
Well, we need
sticker.
to be grateful for everybody in our lives, because everybody in our lives are really helping us to grow. Whether you may, you know.
It's a contribution, whether or not you think this person is terrible. The Dalai Lama says, honor that person that's so angry and nasty and causes you grief, because it teaches you compassion.
How you're reacting.
Teaches you compassion. Another area that it really is helpful is, it can be if we put bumper stickers on wheelchairs, because that's something.
Yeah, imagine this.
I'm a person.
Imagine this on the back of every wheelchair. Because if you look at it, a lot of times people who are handicapped or, you know, physically challenged, you know, they're, a lot of people they look down and they like, oh, I feel bad for that. Like pity, they want to give somebody pity, rather than looking at them in the eyes saying, hey, you know, I love you and I support you, and how may I be of service, you know. This is the way. So I'm a person, handled with care. Obviously, really great for that. But what I want to do before we end the show today is I want to talk about the diversity program that we put together for cities.
Okay.
It's the I'm a person, you're a person. And it's all about, the whole thing about I'm a person is it breaks down the barriers that we have in our lives. If
The
you think-
limitations.
Yeah, well, I say the barriers, specifically barriers, because we have cultural barriers, we have geographical barriers, we have ethnic barriers, gender, age, wealth, you know, what financial, or what do you call it? What's the word for, you know, economic barriers, you know, all kinds of different barriers. That I'm a person really breaks it down, because I'm a person, hey, I bleed just like you. It doesn't matter what language you speak, it doesn't matter what you look
Right.
like, it doesn't matter, you know, we are ever loving, thinking, feeling, peaceful, going real live people, and we deserve to be treated as such. And that is a universal, I'm a person is a universal principle. So it's I'm a person, you're a person. I honor and I respect and I love myself. I love who I am. I love the person that I am, and I know that I'm here to grow. And I put my best foot forward every day. And I respect.
And I love you.
And I respect that for myself. And at the same time, I honor the dignity in you. I respect you as a human being.
Who you are.
You know, if anybody out there wants to be involved with us in the Think Positive America movement, the Think Positive World is the whole movement.
Yeah.
We're doing some things here in New York, very exciting things in New York City and around the country and around the world. We would love to
hear from
maybe
you.
we should just send us an email. Send it to poslink@earthlink.net. That would be good, right?
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear from you. We'd like to get some feedback from the show, and we've gotten some feedback. We'd like to get more and more and more feedback. Like to know who's watching, and
Right.
if you have any specific needs that we can maybe address.
Yeah, and you know, if you have some questions, you know, actually we're also we'll be doing some webinars, and we're doing some keynote speeches around the country.
The big thing is right now we're putting together an amazing presentation for some very big very conscious philanthropists around the world, so that they too can be aware of what we're doing with I Think Positive World movement. That's why, like with I'm a Person, we want to record that song. We want to go to other countries and have their top recording artists producing and singing I'm a Person, so that it truly gets out there all over the world in every language.
Yeah, yeah. And there are a lot of really big recording artists in this country too who care. People who care about how there's so much abuse, there's so much disrespect for girls, for women. I mean,
Horrible things happening in the world. It's all about honoring one another and
Respect.
really respect, appreciating, and just if you come from kindness, that's going to happen automatically.
absolutely. And also character traits. That's what we really care about, you know, like teaching
Compassion and
people
honesty and sincerity and
virtues and improving their character so that they know the importance of being kind, you know. I mean, like, you are one of the kindest people I know, and that's why you're my husband, because you're so kind.
again, you're another blessing that God bestowed upon me to be able to sit by me and us doing this together.
Yeah, it is.
It's very powerful. I'm so grateful.
Me too. Now, open up your gratitude books, your gratitude journals. That's something else.
It's
that's
good
really
that
good
as
to
a
have
person that we record every single day or every day or two to write down in our journals the things that are most important to us, what we're so grateful for in our lives.
What are you grateful for?
A lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me something.
I'm grateful for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm grateful to be working on this project. I'm grateful for the sunlight. So we hope you enjoyed our show today. We, as always, enjoyed
spending time with you
and producing the show, and really looking at each theme each month, and looking at like what are the most important points of each theme that we can convey to you that could possibly help you or somebody that you know in your lives, enhance your well-being or your positive mindset in some way or another.
It's all empowerment, right?
Yeah.
We're empowering
It's all empowerment.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're empower everybody.
Right. EMPOWER. Okay.
Okay. Anyhow, we'll see you.
Anyway, have a
in
great
2
couple of weeks. We'll see you next
Shortly.
month for June.
Yes.
Relax. Bye, everybody.
Bye.